Hi everybody, and welcome to another Jarrison Time informational video. In the following video, we'll be looking at adding a user profile into Jarrison Time. A user profile is an account that is necessary for each operator who needs to sign into Jarrison Time. Once we are in the software, we'll head over to the menu bar, click on User, then Profiles. A new window will appear. On this new window, on the left-hand side, we'll see all of the users that have logins to Jarrison Time. Then under the user listing is the license count. In this case, indicating that 7 out of 10 available accounts are in use. On the right-hand side, we'll see all of the details, which we'll go through in a moment, of how we set up each and every user. Moving back to the users that we have on the system currently, we will see that in our list we have 8, where at the bottom it says we have 7. Now this is due to the administrator account that is a special account that does not contribute to the user license amount. Now let's start by adding a user. At the bottom left, we'll click on the add button, and then we'll start with the information now on the right hand side. First thing here is we have the username. This is one of the pieces of information needed to log into the system. In today's example, I'm going to just put Jane. Now also please take into account that the username is not case sensitive, so that would not matter later on when we are logging in. Also note that the username cannot be edited after being saved. The only way to correct a saved typo is to delete and add again. Under that we have the user description. This will be the description displayed on the status bar on the far left hand side. After that, we have the password. Taking into account when we do use the password, this is case sensitive. So from there, we will then insert a one-time use password, which we would like the user to use, and then confirm it. We will then notice that the change password at next login option is selected by default, allowing the user to change their own password when logging into Jarrison Time for the first time. Should the user be provided with a password that needs to be used, we can then follow the same steps of typing it in, but then unticking the change password at next login option. Also remember that the password set must be in accordance with the conditions set on the General 2 tab of the system configuration window. Then we have the add email address option. This option may be used to add an email for any one of the users should we want to use it. This will then be used only when the send email function is used within Jarrison Time. Then we have the can't edit option. In this option here, what we can do is from a drop down, select out of the entire employee list on the system, which employee this user is not allowed to edit. Next to the drop down list is a search entry field, allowing us to search for the employee in question and select them. Then after that, we have the reports to option. This option works in conjunction with workflow. This is to then assign the person above to the user in the hierarchy within workflow. Then let's look at the option for display due reminders at login. If this is ticked, the system will then open the reminders window at login. Then moving down to the account locked option. This will lock the user account, preventing user access, but still taking up a user license. This option could be used, for example, during a system upgrade. This option can also be found ticked in the case of the strict user password control being applied. For example, if the user attempts to log in too many times with a wrong password, in which case it would need to be unticked to give them access again. Then accounts can be added and prepared ahead of time by using the disable tick box after we are done creating them, which will keep them out of the license total, but have them ready for the user once they need to use it. Once we are done with all of that, we can then save the user and give the information through to the user themselves so that they can log into Jarrison Time. We can then close the window and go on working with Jarrison Time. That will be all for the video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.